Hey there, welcome back to PixelDie. My name is Charlie, and today I'm going to be playing a little bit more Risk of Rain 2. So I've only tried it one time. It was about 3 or 4 runs. They all went very poorly. I haven't unlocked any characters, so we're just going to jump back in with the commando and see what we can figure out. Alright, so these items require money. Most items in this game require money. So it doesn't appear so far that there's a whole lot that you can pick up for free. So you do want to start eliminating enemies as soon as you have the option to do so. These guys, these wisps, I don't think that's actually what they're called. I think there's like a purple enemy that's called wisp, but whatever those things are, they're extremely annoying. Can I roll my way out of damage? I did. Interesting. It's good to know. Alright, here's some more enemyage. So it appear to be some kind of elite enemy. Definitely want to make him dead. Doesn't seem to be particularly aggressive. Maybe he wasn't an elite, maybe he was just like a different kind. Whoa, lizard man. Need you to cut that out. What do we got? Occasionally we'll make an enemy bleed. Alright, so those red digits coming out of them, I believe, are bleed damage. So you can observe that that last upgrade is supplementing our damage output, which is good. Is this where I started? It sure is. That's weird. Let's take the random item. What do we got? Increase attack speed, soldier syringe. Now, some items in roguelikes have pros and cons, but a straight up 100% more damage output item, yes please. I'll take as many of those as you have lying around, especially as the commando. He's not about finesse, he's about DPS. So let's see what else we got. Not a whole lot in this direction, maybe down here. Okay, so tried to see if I could avoid fall damage by rolling, kind of like I thought happened earlier. Confirms that that is not a thing. So the goal here is to locate the teleporter, essentially the exit to this level, and activate it. But doing so summons a boss. So ideally, you would like to be as strong as possible before you do this. Summoning it too early will usually be bad. Alright, so I've only encountered this particular shrine 2 times so far, and every time I've used it, it summons enemies, so I'm not sure if its purpose is to summon enemies, or it might just be an RNG thing where it might provide you with an item, or if you're unlucky, like myself, it'll instead summon enemies. I'm not sure. In this game, unfortunately, I mean, I have a role that I probably should be using more often than I am, but there's not a whole lot of options that I have defensively other than strafing and rolling. So when I get completely surrounded like that, it's not great. What do we got over there? Looks like some kind of chest. That guy. Alright, so here, use 3D printer 1 items? Oh, okay. Sprint faster. Alright, so I just did a learned. So the first time I played this game, I had no idea what those were, and I was so confused about how to pick up the item. It appears that it's a trading station where you can take one existing item and turn it into the item displayed. I don't know if you get to choose which item you trade, because I just feel like I examined it and that was it. It just threw in an item for me. Luckily, I mean, I'm not crazy, I'm not happy about having lost the bleed damage. That was good. But I'm glad at least it wasn't the soldier syringe. I would have been very unhappy if I had lost that. Turn invisible when taking heavy damage. Don't know what this situation is. Okay, so it's the queen. So, in the original, in Risk of Rain 1, it was typically a good idea to take out as many minions as possible before fighting the boss. Like, there was a limited amount of minions that would spawn, so I don't know if that's still the case. What is taking damage over here? Is it my turret? Yeah, oh man. The boss is like targeting my turret. Yeah, so this is... oh boy, is she targeting me? I'm out of here. Last time I learned the hard way that you do not want to get hit by the boss. So is this indicative that I cannot purchase items once the boss fight has begun? Because that is terrible. Why? That's very different, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember that being a part of the first one at all. And that's so nuts. Why would all the chests on a planet just seal shut? This boss has, like, some concerning omniscience. Oh boy, that's a lot of enemies coming my way. Alright, so let's see. What information? Enter the teleporter zone. So I see a big flashing warning on the top right. Okay, so this is new. In the previous version, you could totally just leave. In this one, it appears as though time does not pass, so to speak. The teleporter isn't charging while I'm away from it, which is, it's interesting. I mean, it makes it so, you know, you can't just cheese it. So I don't hate it. Ooh, boy, but I sure hate it. Alright, give me a second. The teleporter might not be charging, but I do believe I'm healing as long as I'm out of combat. Fortunately, we got some lizard bros. Oh my god. Wow, I did not think I was one hit from dying there. Killed by a random Lemurian. Alright, that was fun. I feel like I made some more progress. I'm gonna do one more run. Ugh, this game is very addictive. I kind of want to play on the weenie level. Oh, so embarrassing. Should I? Nah. Let's not do that. We're just gonna play in standard difficulty. And you know what? If you die, you die. If he dies, he dies. Well, we learned, the most important thing I learned that run is that once you activate the teleporter, you better be done collecting items, because they literally lock all the chests, so you can't access them, and that is not something I would have ever guessed, you know, was the way things worked. Like, that's very strange. Why can't I... Like, I understand the idea that, like, before you start a boss fight, you should be ready, but it is odd that, like, they literally prohibit you from obtaining more items. It's interesting. I mean, I don't have any strong feelings about it, I just didn't know. So now that I know, we will play accordingly. I also haven't been paying very much attention to what the benefits of leveling up are. Whoop, that enemy dropped something. It's gonna hurt. Or is it? Okay, you know what? I do think it is possible to avoid fall damage with the roll. You just, I don't know, it seems like you have to time it right. Oh, what do we have here? Seems very, secrety. It healed me? Ugh. See, well, another thing that would have been good to know. Definitely just, I think, spent money on healing when I was at full health, but I did not realize that's what that did. The basics. Not sure what that's referring to. Don't know what these items do, so I always just go with the question mark. Soldier syringe, beautiful. I already talked about this last run. More DPS, yes please, always. Never saying no to that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like DPS is just always one of the most important things to get in these types of games. The Binding of Isaac, you definitely want to be doing as much damage as possible. The lower your damage, the longer you're going to be under fire from enemies and bosses. So it's definitely one of those, the best defense is a good offense type deals. Alright, I don't think there's very much for me here. I do not want to pay to heal again. That was a waste. Now this game does have artifacts, and that means if it's the same way it was in the previous game, it means that some levels have a chance of spawning an event. That's actually what I thought I was getting myself into when I found that opening, that door. There will be a chance, is it a trapdoor? No. Of there being an event, and you can use those events to find new playable characters or artifacts that impact the game, usually in positive ways, or sometimes it's like a risk-reward situation. Do I do less damage the further I am? It would appear so. It would appear that there is drop damage. That's interesting. Oh my god. Let's get out of here. Alrighty. Not finding very much in the form of items or the teleporter this run. Ah. Ask and you shall receive. What do we have here? Come on. Heal all nearby allies after standing still. That's neat, but I do feel like a lot of the value that I would be getting out of it is lost because I'm playing solo. I mean, I do think it benefits me. It still benefits me, of course. It's like an improved regen as long as you're standing still. Does it apply if I'm shooting? It sure does. So it gives me kind of a hold your ground bonus. What is this? Aha! It's the turret that follows you. Like from the first game, I think. Is he with me? Sweet. That will be a huge boon. What is this? It's like a fire memoriam. Dang, yo. We're still on easy over here on the top right. I don't know. I really do not know if this game is harder than the original. The original, I just feel like wasn't this brutal. Like, it got this brutal, definitely, but not like on the first level within the first couple of seconds of playing. I guess first couple minutes is more accurate. Bleeding again. I mean, at the end of the day, it is DPS, so I'll take it. I've been here. Apparently I've gone in a big circle. What have we got? Gasoline. Alright, so we're going to hold our ground here. We're not going to move. We're going to let the regen kick in. These enemies are taking additional bleeding damage, so that's good. Hey, cut that out. This guy just jump up here. They're awfully nimble for a big giant rock demon, rock alien. Alright, so I've definitely been here. At this point, 3D printer. See, I don't know what that is, and I don't know what item I would be sacrificing, so I'm not doing it. At some point I will need to learn how these work, like the specifics. I might just like Google it though, because I do need to understand these mechanics. But at this point, while of course I would greatly appreciate additional items, I would also very greatly appreciate finding the teleporter so we can get started on getting out of here. Because so far I have been going in circles, which is not great. So that is one thing I really like about The Binding of Isaac and similar games like that. Dead Cells is one I played a whole bunch of. Having a map and being able to see where you've been is just such a boon. And I feel like, you know, thematically it would make sense. I mean, this guy's obviously got like some serious technology, so it would make sense for it to be mapping as he explores. It just, it is difficult. I don't think, maybe there is a map and I just don't know about it. I don't think so. There certainly wasn't a map in the original. No, wait. I think there was a map in the original, wasn't there? Oh boy, where is it? I think I'm just going back to where I started. Yeah, over there I think is back where I started. Did I come this way? The graphics are great though. I love the style, I love how the enemies look. I mean, I always loved the style of the original, but I think they translated it really well into 3D. Definitely digging it. Alright, well, I don't know if I'm going the right way, but there's items. A chance to fire a missile. More DPS. I will take it. The regeneration really seems like it's going to be coming in handy, because it just gives me the option to just hold still for a second and recover a bunch of my HP. Is this another dead end? Looks like there might be stuff this way. Are those enemies? I don't think so. There's a downside. Aha! Success. And now we know, do not start it until you have bought everything you're going to buy. Alright, I receive heals after taking damage. What is going on over here? What is this party? Are they attacking my turret or what? Alright, please. What the heck? I got frozen. Please some more chests, sir. Can I have some more? I'd like more DPS, I'd like more regen, I would like more anything, really. Gimmicks, anything. I don't feel like I'm strong enough to fight the boss. What is this way? A dead end? Ooh, this game is tough. I think this game is mighty stingy. Alright, let's do it. Let's just start. We've already moved into the medium difficulty, as you can see on the top right there. don't think we'll be finding very many more chests from the look of it. I'm going to take one quick bounce here and have a look around. Nope, not seeing anything. Alright then, let's do it. We have begun. Holy crap, the Beetle Queen is here. You know what? I'm getting out of here. This is too much. Okay, so this is still technically in the teleporter zone, so let's stand here and see if by chance my regen can basically heal me faster than these enemies kill me. So far, it's not looking terrible. What is this guy doing? Alright, gotcha. These guys are real annoying, I'll tell you that much. Can I hit you? Am I hitting you? There we go. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Oh, there's those missiles that I have a chance of shooting. Oh boy. I'm very hurt. Problem is, I have to decide between dodging or healing. I think the game gave me a little bit of sass there. Did it say I was wrecked on the bottom left? Very sassy. This item will now randomly appear. Okay, cool. So I did unlock something at least. A crowbar. Not really sure how that's supposed to help me. But I think I am getting the hang of it, doing a little better each time. Definitely a lot of fun, even though it's a little bit, it's definitely on the harder side. Maybe it might be worth jumping into the Drizzle baby setting just to get more familiar with the different items and what have you, but I'm hard-headed, so I will not be doing that. I will continue to play on the standard setting. Thank you for joining me. Again, this is PixelDie. My name is Charlie. Keep rolling.